Habían sucedido muchas cosas extrañas antes. Many strange things had happened before. Hello everyone. In today's lesson we're going to review el pluscuamperfecto or pluperfect. So let's begin. So, like many of the other perfect tenses we have learned, el pluscuamperfecto or pluperfect, it is also formed using the verb haber plus a past participle. The only difference is that that verb haber is in the imperfect form. So it will be, for example, yo había, tú habías, él, ella, usted había, plus a verb in past participle. So in the form of nosotros, it will be habíamos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes will be habían, and always followed by a past participle. So let's take a look at an example. Mis padres habían enviado la tarjeta postal antes de volver a México. And the verb habían enviado is the pluperfect. So now let's take a look at what it really means to have an action in the pluperfect form. So if we have a timeline where there is a past, a present, and a future, and I have two actions, so there is usually an action 1 that will happen before an action 2. So basically, with the pluscuamperfecto, we express a past action, in this case A1, that happened before another past action. In this case, is going to be action 2. So let's take a look at our sentence again. Mis padres habían enviado la tarjeta postal antes de volver de México. My parents had sent the postcard before returning from Mexico. So in this sentence, the action that happens second, and we're going to call it A1, is volver. And the action that happened before volver or returning is to send. So let's take a look at the actions in a timeline so you understand better. So in our timeline, we have past, present, and future, and we have the representations of both actions. The first action that happened was enviar the postcard or send the postcard. And the second action that happened was returning from Mexico or volver de México. So habían enviado, because it's the action that happens before volver, is the action that takes the pluperfect form. And then the second one, antes de volver. So notice that the volver is in the infinitive because it's after a preposition. So let's take a look at another example. Hasta ese momento me había caído bien Ana. Until then, I had always liked Ana. So let's take a look at the actions in our timeline. The only action that we have is that we like Ana. However, we're talking about that any time between the past and a certain moment right before our present, I stop liking her. So let's take a look at our last example. Antes de llegar Lourdes, mis hermanos habían dominado la conversación. And the equivalent in English is, before Lourdes arrived, My brothers had dominated the conversation. So notice that in the expression antes de llegar Lourdes, the verb llegar is in the infinitive because it's right after the preposition de. But in English, the verb is in the preterite, arrived. So now let's take a look at the actions that happen. There are two actions. One, that my brothers dominated the conversation, and second, that Lourdes arrived. The action that happened last is that she arrived. And between when she arrived and way before that, my brothers dominated the conversation. And that's it for today.